Alrighty. Hopping on just a little early to find us, tag us, and share us. When you come in, please say hi so I know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. If you are watching later on the replay, leave me a little comment, #replay, so I know you were here. And as always, if you see anything that I make that you're interested in, please just send me a private message. Most oftentimes, I can recreate it if it's not for sale or if it's sold already. Alrighty. As you come in, say hi. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm tagging and sharing and doing all of the things, guys. All of the things. It's so windy here today. It has blown down my large metal snowman that I have out in my front yard next to my palm tree. And I'm about done with winter. So when I finish this, I'm going outside and I'm taking him down and putting him back in the garage until next winter. I'm done with winter. And it's so windy here, he just keeps blowing over. I keep putting rocks around him. We have the large rocks in our landscaping and nothing works. It's just so windy. It's so windy, guys. It's so windy. Okay, tagged us, shared us. Wait for some friends to come in. I am Debbie from Paper Sweeties here, creating today on behalf of Debbie's Bright Ideas Crafters and Marketplace group. You are coming over to my page from our fearless leader, Debbie, from Debbie's Bright Ideas. She made the cutest little character using a large styrofoam egg. So cute. And up next after me is my friend Christine. I'm Snow Crafty. And after her is Maureen, Home for Every Season. I have the entire, good morning, Maureen. I have the entire graphic for the lineup for today on my page. So if you get lost anywhere along the way today, you can just grab that graphic. Hi, Jeanette, how are you? And figure out where you are in the lineup. Hey, Lauren, how are you? I love this challenge today. Some of our recent challenges have been quite the challenge. And I don't do good with difficult challenges. It stresses me out. But this one was cute. You could spin it spring, you could spin it Easter, you could spin it a different holiday. I'm spinning mine spring and Easter. And my idea came to my head right away. I didn't have to stress too long to think about it. Lauren, you're up in the Northeast, aren't you? Are you in the land of the snow tundra right now? I think you are. I think I saw you commenting or posting about snow. I was born and raised in upstate New York. No, that's what I said. This challenge was super easy, super easy. Last week, the magical creature, that one kind of threw me for a loop. Good morning, Shelby. How are you, sweet friend? How is your remodel coming? Good morning, Shelby. Congratulations on your good news. I'm saying a prayer that everything goes smoothly. Was it today, Shelby? Did you announce something today? Oh, that's what I just said. Yeah, the comments are delayed. You're snowed under, Lauren. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Sherry. Welcome in. Shelby, yes. I think that's the news you were talking about. The baby girl. The comments are delayed. Yeah. Congratulations. I'm saying a prayer that everything goes smooth. I know you're so excited. What a blessing. You and I have chatted about our little grands at Fake Bakers Gone Wild. And my heart just broke for you every time that the pregnancies didn't move forward. So hopefully this time everything will be smooth. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, you have daughters, so you were able to experience that, and then you had your son. I just had two boys, so I never had a daughter. So when I got my daughter-in-laws, I was super excited. And unfortunately, we don't do much together. I prayed for girls. I wanted girls to go get nails done and go shopping and craft with me and all the things. And it just didn't work out that way. But our first four grands were girls. We had Hazel and Evelyn and Brooke and Dorothy. And then the fifth one was the little boy, Liam. And I think they're all done. I think they're done. Good morning, Lydia. Hi, EP. Hi, Brenda. Yes, Shelby. Yes. Yes. So I'll just keep you in my prayers. Hi, sweet Christine. How are you? Do you still have your little snowman out in your kitchen? Or are you done with snowmen and are you retiring them for the season? I think I'm going to work on putting all my snowmen away because I feel like mine are still out and I feel like they are jinxing us with our weather. It's so windy and chilly. I mean, it's been an unseasonably... Hi, Ellen. Thanks for giving me your name. Thanks for that. I feel like I have my snowmen still out and it's telling the weather outside to be cold and blustery and windy and yucky. So I need to put them away. Oh, Brenda, your mother-in-law's name is Dorothy. Aw. Thank you, Shelby, for sprinkling. I appreciate you so much, sweet friend. Thank you. Maureen, how are you today? My little twin. Okay, guys, so let's keep chatting. What do we want to talk about? Hi, Tana. Welcome. But quickly, the challenge for today is use an egg shape in a different way. So my first thought that came to my mind is, oh, great. I'm going to grab a styrofoam egg from my stash in the garage and use it as the body and make a little character like a bunny. But I'm like, I've done that like a million times. That's not using it in an unusual way, which I still could have made a bunny or a character and then decorated it differently. But, yes, Lauren, yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like I actually took Frostine out of here last night. My big, tall Frostine character. I finished the bunny Nutcracker. So I took Frostine out and I put the bunny there instead. Those puppies, guys, are still back there drying, waiting to ship to their new homes. All three of those puppies are sold. That centerpiece, though, is available. If anyone's interested, send me a private message. Twin. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because what are you, Marina? Are you 2 hours behind the East Coast? It's 11 here. So is it 9 o'clock where you are? All right, guys. So what we're going to do, so when I said, okay, I'm not going to do a character because I feel like that's predictable, I grabbed a little styrofoam egg from my stash. I used my heat tool to slice a little bit off the bottom to make the bottom flat. And then I made like that V indentation in the middle. Guesses? Hi, Shay. How are you? Shay, I love my little peep earrings I got from you. I've worn them like the last 2 days. Hi, Raquel. Oh my gosh, Raquel. We are twins. Our families are twins. Raquel and I have been chatting back and forth yesterday and today. I did not realize that Raquel drives a white Corvette and my husband drives a white Corvette. So you and my husband are twins. So many twins in my craft world. I love all my twins. Yeah, I love them. I love them. The little mold I got from you is adorable. The clothesline with the bunnies, but I know it was small, but then when it arrived, I'm like, dang, that's really small. Yes, Shay, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, a little car. We'll make a little car out of this styrofoam egg. And we're going to put a little character inside there. Any guesses what kind of character we're going to put inside the little car? Give everyone 3 guesses and your first 2 don't count. like I'm sometimes a very predictable crafter. You guys know all of my favorite colors. And you guys know I tend to just do Candyland with cute little bunnies and gingies all of the time. Yes, Brenda, yes. You guys are on it. A little car. We're gonna make a little car. And then we're gonna put a little character inside it. How's everyone doing today? Who on here, I know Lauren, but who else on here? Like Shelby, do you guys have snow? Yes, Tana, a bunny. Yes, Shay, a bunny. Yes, of course. We're going to attempt to make a little carrot car driven by a cute little bunny. 76 T-top stingray. Yes, Maureen. Yes. My husband has a 24 white hardtop convertible Corvette with black interior. And if he could sleep in the garage with it, he would. It's his baby. All right, I think this is going to be enough. I don't like there. There's a few little indentations that I don't like. We're going to use this as our good side. Hi, Debbie. No snow in Utah. Wow. That kind of surprises me. That kind of surprises me. Debbie, the class already guessed. Here's my egg. Shaved the bottom off and shaved a V out the center. And the class already guessed that I'm making a car. And I am. All right, guys. This is the Bumblebee styrofoam. So I don't need to add any glue to it. We're just going to take our clay, and I think what I'm going to do is, instead of just dropping it over the top, because I don't want to stretch the middle down with too much tension, because I don't want it to tear. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of lay it in that middle V, and then let the sides just drop down. I've never covered shape with this odd no snow in South Dakota. Wow, you guys, so surprising. Well, I know they have snow in New York and Rhode Island and New Jersey. Shelby, do you have snow in West Virginia? See what I was saying? That I didn't want to lay it over and have to push it down in the middle, because I didn't want to stretch it and have it tear. Oh, thank you, Deb. It's from TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is, I love shopping there, but it's very hit or miss for me. I'll go sometimes and I'll find like 10 things. Hi, Margaret. Good morning. Hi, Kathy. And then I'll go sometimes and find nothing. So, all right, guys. This is an odd shape. So we're going to carefully just bring it down and bunch it up. It's going to look weird for a second. So if weird scares you, look away. Look away. Like bumpily like that. It's going to look weird for half a second, but we're going to fix that. We're going to make it work, right? And then I'm just going to cut all that big excess off. And then while the clay is still nice and wet and yummy, we're going to work with it to bring it down, smooth the wrinkles out. We don't care what the bottom looks like. Marissa, hi, sweet friend. How are you today? Welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. It's been such a crazy winter, right, Brenda? My husband and I were just talking about that yesterday. It's been unseasonably cold, and unseasonably cold like into the deep south. I wouldn't say we're in the deep south. We're in the south, but not the deep. We're not like Florida, but Florida, we have family in Florida, and it's been so cold. All right, guys. I feel like I got most of the bulk off. So now I'm going to work on getting the wrinkles out. How are you, Marissa? Angie Squishy. Hi. Squishy. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Welcome. Welcome in. Well, I hope everyone that's in the areas that were affected by the blizzard of 2026 are staying warm. I hope you have your power on. Sometimes when these storms come through, it's just a nice opportunity to just reset, stay in, hunker down, make hot cocoa, turn the fireplace on. See, Brenda? Yeah, so weird. So weird. I wonder if we're in one of those patterns, the, La Nina, El Nino. I don't remember which is which, but sometimes when those patterns are in effect, the weather flip-flops. It's wetter than normal, it's colder than normal, it's drier than normal. All of the things. I don't remember which is which. All right, I'm not going to concentrate so much on the bottom, guys, about being super aggressive and getting the wrinkles out because it's the bottom of the card. We're not going to see it. So I'm just going around and lightly but firmly finger pressing all of the areas where we brought that clay down to remove as many of the wrinkles as possible. And then gravity and time will do its thing. The clay will shrink and puff up and all the wrinkles will come out like magic. Maureen, I just missed your comment. Something about weather flew south. Yeah, yeah. Look how cute, you guys. It looks like a little carrot car. So cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I love it. Hi, Ramona. How are you? Welcome. All right, so there's our little car. Oh my gosh, it's precious. I love it so much. And I love the size of it. You guys know I like the small things. I like the little things. I like the little tiny small things. Cute, right? All right, so then my next idea, sometimes it's scary to live in my head, guys, but then my next idea, this is the pointy end of the egg. That's going to be the front of our car, and this is the back. My idea was to make exhaust come out to look like the top of the carrot with the carrot stems, leaves, I guess you would call them. I don't know. The top, the green part, the top of the carrot. You guys, those of you that were on me yesterday working on my Easter bucket, this is kind of where we left off. There's the peep I was finishing on my live, but this is what I'm saying. We're gonna make the green, the top of the carrot. The top of the carrot. And I got my toothpicks to put them in. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Let's get... So Debbie's got me using the measuring spoons, and I love it so much. Because if you have to make two things like the same size-ish, like 2 arms, 2 legs, you use your measuring spoons and they come out equal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so I'm doing, the first one in the middle is gonna be a little bit bigger. Oh, did she just photobomb me? Bailey, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Bailey, come. Here she comes, here she comes. Give me see, mommy. All right, friends, wanna say hi? Say hi quick. Say hi, friends. She's getting ready. I think next week is her groom. She's groomed every 8 weeks. And I love her at the tail end because she's just a big old puffball at the tail end. We always just she's a toy poodle and we always just give her puppy cut. I don't have them shave her face and I don't have them shave her paws and do all the severe poodle things. She's got her little pump. She's like, Mom, what? Why are you showing my tail? So she gets the puppy cut. And at the tail end, she's like a little mop. Yes, Mommy loves you. Yeah, okay, all right. Friend said, go be a good girl. Be a good girl. All right, so this is a half of a tablespoon first. She's a cutie patootie. Yes, she's mommy's girl. She's our third. I'm just trying to see how big I want these. This might not be big enough. I don't want it to look ridiculous either. That kind of looks good, I think. All right, so I am going to make the end that touches the car. Trina, hi, sweet friend. How are you? Welcome in. And then the two on each side, we're going to make smaller. We're going to make 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon each. What was I just talking about, guys? I lost my train of thought when the dog came in, when Bailey came in. I lost my train of thought. That happens all the time. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, she's a cutie. I cannot believe, you guys, she is turning 9 in April. She's going to be 9 years old. She still acts like a puppy, and we still consider her like a puppy. I can't believe she's going to be 9. I want time to slow down. You guys know what I mean? I don't want her to get any older. She's our third toy poodle that we've ever had, and she is the sweetest. Our first one was a silver toy. And then our second one was a chocolate toy, and Bailey is a chocolate toy. And she is just so sweet. Like, her feelings get hurt. I know, right? Her feelings get hurt. I mean, she has feelings, and when we talk to her, like, in a certain tone, her little feelings will get hurt. Like, please don't yell at me. All right, we're going to put, let's see. Do I want to put the toothpicks in now? I think I want to put the toothpicks in now before I start putting them together. Oh, you have a break at work. Good. Good. Because I feel like once I stick them together, they might, if I try pushing the toothpick in once they're stuck together, it might misshape them. And I want to put the toothpicks in because we're going to add this right now, guys. And if I didn't put the toothpicks in, they would just flop down because the clay is wet. You guys know what I mean? Sometimes my words are hard, especially in the morning. Hi, Gloria. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone's doing good. All right, hopefully this is going to work out. Like, it's an... Oh, Trina, thank you so much. You are just the sweetest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you guys know I love to craft, and I love to hang out with my crafty friends. It's like one of my favorite things in the world to do. All right, so we have the big one in the middle and the two smaller ones, and my idea was to just push them together. I don't know how this is going to work with all these toothpicks, guys. I feel like I have to cut some of these toothpicks down because there's no way they're going to go in. I maybe should have put them in separately. Can't now, they're all stuck together. Maybe I still can push it in all like that. Let me cut them down a little because I feel like that's crazy. That's crazy. It's just crazy. It's so fun designing on the fly when you're on a live, guys, when you're not sure what you're actually showing is going to work or not. So fun. All right, it'll work. We'll make it work. All right, they're going to go about there. So let me come in and make a little pilot hole because I don't want to screw up this cute little carrot car. So I'm going to make some holes in this general vicinity that will hopefully help me poke these toothpicks in. And because I pushed the toothpicks all the way into, we'll call these leaves, I feel like they're going to hold the leaves up for us. All right, it's going to be ugly for a minute, guys. Look away. Look away. We're going to have to reshape our situation. There was probably an easier way to do that, guys. There was probably a way easier way to do that, but. And we're gonna cover this with lime margarita sweet glitter, so I'm not super worried. One of the toothpicks did poke through on the back, so like I just said, there was probably a way easier way to do that. And of course, guys, if I would have not been doing this live, if I would have just allowed these time to dry and then come back in, they would have been fine. But because the clay is wet and we're doing everything when the clay is wet, you have a situation. Use my ball tool to fix any separation. I want all of that green touching all of the orange. Okay, it could have been worse, guys. It could have been way worse. All right, now I'm just using my fingers to like finger press them into the shape I want them to be. And that looks really cute. That one toothpick on the back of that one just wants to come through. Okay, here it is, top of the carrot. It could have been worse. It could, I mean, they could have been malformed so bad that it wouldn't even look like carrot tops, but I think they do look like carrot tops. What do you guys think? Wait a second. Hi, Sandra, welcome. What did I miss? Issues, I have to go and check. Wait, just went on your page and nothing's coming up. It says unavailable. I want to check and see what you're selling. Oh, Brenda, you were talking to Trina. You scared me for a minute. I thought maybe my website went down and I didn't know. All right, it looks like a carrot top, right? All right, we're gonna set this aside for the time being and let it dry a little, but we are gonna add some lime margarita sweet glitter from my shop to the top of the exhaust, the carrot leaf top exhaust. Cute, right guys? So cute, so cute, so cute. All right, you guys, I crack myself up sometimes. All right, so let's bring over the white. We're gonna make a character to go inside this, and I'll give everyone 3 guesses again, right, Maureen? And your first 2 guesses don't count. Ready, set, go. What's the character gonna be that we're putting inside this? 3 guesses, and your first 2 don't count. Y'all might have guessed in the beginning, and I might have missed it. All right, I'm getting a tablespoon of white. That probably gives it away. And let's see if that's gonna be enough. Let's just see. Let's just see. For giggles, let's see if it's gonna be enough. How would you all have added these leaves on if you didn't do it the cuckoo way that I did? Dog, cat, or bunny? No, no, and yes, Raquel. How would you all have added the leaves on if you didn't do it the cuckoo way that I did it? I wanted those toothpicks in the leaves though, because if you didn't put the toothpicks in and just put this on now wet, if you didn't let these dry, it would, they would just droop down. Unless if you put it this way, but then that would smash the front of your car. So, how would you guys have added the leaves? Would you have done it the way I did it? Or are you smarties and have a better way? You know what I want to do? A mouse. That would be cute, but no. First 2 didn't count, right? Right? You guys, pause. I'm gonna set that aside while my orange is still wet. I'm gonna come in with a 1/2 teaspoon. The first 2 didn't count, of course. Raquel, are you psyching yourself up for your upcoming shoulder surgery. That's another thing. Hi, Marcella. Hi, sweet friend. How are you? That's another thing you and hubby have in common. I told you. He had the rotator cuff surgery too. The surgery was easy. It's one day. He went in and came home same day. It was the recovery, the PT. All right, so this was, for those of you that are going to reproduce this, this was a half a teaspoon and I cut it in half. And if you didn't want to do the way I'm showing you, you could just roll out clay and use a tiny little circle cutter to make little headlights. We're making little headlights. Doing well, Maricela, doing well. Maricela, I added you, I don't know if you saw, I added you to the chat group about the beach trip here in May. All right, let's bring our carrot car back over. I wanted the pointy end at the front of the car, but we still want to be able to add the headlights. So I think I'll add one there and one there. Crack myself up, guys. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a lot because it's far, but if you could make it work, that would be so fun. All right, so rolling a ball with my 1 tablespoon, giving you guys the recipe in case you want to make it. Then we're gonna do a chunky teardrop. And I'm gonna flatten it out a little bit on the bottom. I don't know, I might have to do more clay because I don't know if this size for the body is big enough for my car. Let's see. No, I think that's probably good. I think it's probably good. But I want it to be flatter because that's a very thin little space in there. So I'm kind of shaping it. I'll show you in a second. I'm using my fingers. Good morning, Michelle. How are you, sweet friend? How are you doing? Are your kiddos home on a snow day or are they in school today? How much snow do you have? Are you still getting snow? Yes, the recovery for rotator cuff tear surgery is challenging. That was the hardest thing for my husband, the after, the PT. Oh my gosh, it's so windy, guys. It's so windy. All right, so the 1 tablespoon, we did a teardrop and then I flattened it because it has to go in our little car. And I made the top and the bottom flat. Okay, so I think it has to be a little bit flatter. Bring my acrylic. Sometimes this works really good when you need to like reshape something because then you don't get the fingerprints on it, guys. I over flattened it like on purpose and now I'm gonna try to bring it back where I want it. Okay, like that. It's probably about a 1/2 inch thick. And it barely snowed. Wow, good for you. And it's flat on the top and flat on the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna come in here again. See that clay is puffing up already, guys. Remember I said no worries because all the wrinkles will come out, it'll puff up. It's puffing out already. And it's making that little space smaller. So I used my fingers to finger press it back. Show it who's boss. Finger press it back. All right, put my little bunny shape, bunny body shape in the car. Okay, so you have that. He's sitting in the car now. So next, let's, do I want to do the head or the arms next? I'm trying to think. Let's do the arms next. It's cold, yeah. It's chilly here too. All right, so I'm gonna come back in and do 1 teaspoon each. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So 2 teaspoons. See, this is what I'm saying. If you, hi Christy, how are you? How's your weather, sweet friend? Is it still cold? 2 teaspoons each. And if you use the measuring spoons, guys, like we're making 2 arms, they come out like the same size. I mean, Debbie's the first one I ever saw like doing that. I mean, it's just kind of like brilliant. All right, so we're gonna make 2 chunky teardrops. Okay. And you kind of want them, you know, kind of the same size. This is so cute, you guys. It's so cute. All right. So what I'm gonna do is where they're gonna meet the body. You guys know I usually cut at an angle a little bit of the bulk off so you don't have such a chunky piece going onto your little character body. Meaning that I slice a little bit off, like where the arm is gonna meet the body. And then I finger press it and flatten it down. So it's not so severe, okay? Then I'll come in with my little bench scraper. One of those arms looks a little bit chunkier than the other. And also sometimes with my characters, guys, where the little arm is, I'll roll it. Do you see how I'm rolling it using my pinky? So cute, right, Michelle? So cute. Right where the little hand is, if you roll it using your little pinky like that, apply a little pressure, it'll make a little indentation and give the illusion of, you know, an arm and then a wrist. Without having to actually do 2 separate little pieces. Okay, like that. See how it just goes in ever so slightly? Then I'll come in with my little bench scraper and we want to make the little paw lines. Okay, I'll do the same thing on this one. Make the little paw lines. I want to make them going in the same direction. Okay. All right. So then I am going to, even though it's still relatively wet clay, I am going to add just a tiny snippet of super glue and we'll attach the arm and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Attach one little arm. We'll come in with the second one. All right, so last night when I was thinking about what I was gonna make today, guys, pause please, put the other arm on. I was thinking, what is she gonna hold in her hand? She should hold a steering wheel, right? Because it's the little car. And then I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and I just didn't know if I wanted to do a steering wheel. So I grabbed something else that I think we're gonna make her hold in her little paws. But we're gonna add her head next. All right, are you seeing it come together, you guys? Are you seeing it come together? All right, let's do her head. And for her head, what do I want to use? Is a tablespoon gonna be too big? Let's try a tablespoon. And if it's too much, we can take a little bit of it off, right? It's better to have too much and take some off than not enough, and you have to keep adding. So, tablespoon. Okay. My goal is to finish this in the 1 hour live, start to finish, you guys. It's a big goal for me because you guys know I'm a slow crafter. Slow. All right, roll it to get the creases and lines out. Okay. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Keep babysitting the arms. We don't want them to fall down and touch the card. We want them to stay up. This is the cutest, you guys. I've never made anything like this. So excited. I have little tires too. I made them last night though, because there's no way I could make them fresh and put them on the car because the weight of the car would flatten them. So I made them last night and let them sit overnight to dry. Little tires. We'll add them. All right, so let's come in and do her little face. First off, I'm gonna flatten the bottom a little. That's going to go. Yep, that's a good size. Let's put 2 little marks where we want the eyes. One there, one there. Okay. Little baby eyes. And let's do, there's blue and brown and green. I'm gonna put a little tiny drop of super glue, even though they're adhesive backed. Let's do the green ones, guys. They're so tiny. Hi, Christine. How are you? Hi, Mary. Add 1. They're so tiny, guys. They're so tiny. Sometimes I have to use tweezers. I just had my coffee this morning, so my hands are a little shaky from the caffeine. Cute little eyes, right? Okay. I'm going to very carefully come in with my ball tool and carefully push them in. You have to be careful. This has happened to me before, guys. When using the ball tool and pushing them in, if you're not careful, your ball tool will slide off and then it'll mess up your clay. So you have to go slow and do a little bit on one side, then move to the other one and push them in. Push them in. Okay. Little eyes. All right, and then we want to come in and make her little cheekers. She has to have cute little bunny cheeks. So I'm using the 1/2 teaspoon. Who's gonna make this? Who's gonna give this a try? Roll a little log, cut it in half. And then she's so tiny, I feel like, woo, get up there, arms, stay up. Yeah, we're gonna roll another little log and cut that in half for her cheeks. She's tiny, she's a little girl. She's a little girl, little girl. So 2 little balls and then tiny, teeny weeny, ever so teeny weeny, teeny teardrops, kind of chunky teardrops again, itty bitty ones. You don't want them pointed. You want to make it? Do it, Ellen, do it. And then share it with me because I want to see how yours comes out. Leaving her laying on my table and her little head is getting flattened. I should have my styrofoam block and had her sitting on a toothpick on the block, but I didn't. So there's that. All right, then I'm gonna flatten them just a little. I'm gonna put a drop of super glue on the back just for little insurance. The worst thing you wouldn't want to happen is for any of your little parts and pieces to fall off your character. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. Teeny. I like the teeny things, but sometimes they're a little hard to work with. All right, there's her cheekers, okay? Taking my ball tool. This is from the Dollar Tree. And I'm coming in right under where her, right here, where her little cheeks come together. And I'm just going in ever so slightly, in and down a little, to give her a cute, tiny little mouth. Can you guys see it? Okay. All right, so I think next, at this point, what I need to do is come in with a tiny little bit of blush, shadow. And you guys know I don't like to shadow on wet clay, but we have to do it because we're live. Normally I would let this dry a little bit, but there we go. Cheekers. And then what are we doing next, guys? Any guesses? What does her face still need? 3 guesses and your first 2 don't count. I'm gonna set her down like this, because that's where she would naturally have a flat spot where it's gonna attach to the body. 3 guesses and your first 2 don't count. Now, you could take a bead for her nose, but I just pulled some strawberry macaron. We're gonna give her nose. I like big noses. Thank you, Maureen. That's a little too big. I'm gonna take a little bit off. Yes, ma'am. Nose. Yes, ma'am. You guys, I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. Colored. Supposed to have been done. No, she's so tiny. On my teeny weenies like this, I don't even do lashes because she's so tiny. All right, we're gonna give her her little nose. Oh my goodness, oh so cute, oh so cute, oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to finger press it a little bit into a teardrop shape. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, so cute. All right, so let's come back in with a toothpick. Right, Mary? Come back in with a toothpick. She's adorable. Bring our body back over. You guys, how much time? Stick that in. And then I'm gonna snip the top off a little bit. I don't want it to come through the top of her head. That would be so sad. That would be tragic. It would be a tragic bunny catastrophe if the toothpick came through the top of her head. All right, I'm gonna add some more on the top of the toothpick. I'm gonna come in, you have to be careful because it's wet clay. Carefully make a pilot hole in the bottom. And we're gonna add her little head onto her body. Oh my God, she's so cute. Oh my God, so cute. She's Chunky Monkey. Chunky Monkey. She looks weird because she doesn't have ears. She looks a little weird. We're gonna fix it though, guys. We're gonna fix it. There's a piece of glitter. I don't know how that happened. I'll get it off later. All right, let's give her some ears. All right, so for the ears, let's do 1 teaspoon. I'm just guessing on this, guys. Can you tell? I'm guessing. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, which is so unlike me. But we're just winging it. We're just winging it today. Oh my gosh. All right, so 2 teaspoons of the white for the ears. All right. Hi, Juanita. How are you? Hey, Shelby. Such a cute little face, right? Such a cute little face. That's bothering me, though. There's a little piece of glitter or something. And I feel like I want to get it off. If I don't, it's going to dry on there. Oh, I got it. So cute. All right. When your clay is wet, you have to babysit it. You have to, keep checking it. So cute, right, Robin? Super easy, too. Just a little styrofoam egg from the craft store. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. A lot of our friends sell styrofoam. I don't know if Marissa is still on here. Das Craft Boutique. She sells styrofoam. I'm not sure if she has eggs. All right, so 2 more teardrops, guys. Teardrops are like the basis for all things, guys, for all things. You pretty much, if you can roll a teardrop, you can do anything fake bake. Little piece of styrofoam got on that one. We're gonna redo it. If you can do a teardrop, you can do anything fake bake. All right, I'm gonna flatten the bottom, the part that's going to meet the body. So I have that. And then I'm gonna take my finger and flatten the ears a little. And then finger press the tops to make them a little pointy at the tops. But I do want that flat part in the center, because that's where we're gonna put our shadow for the ears. And just work with them, finger press them until you're happy with the shape. And get this ball tool, this size. Put a little oil on the bottom of it and use it to go right in that channel and flatten it down a little bit more for me. Okay. Continue to work with it. Sometimes I use my pinky finger. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, flatten it. This is a fun project, very duplicatable, very beginner friendly, I feel. And I do want to put pink shadow in the middle of her ears, but I may wait until they dry a little. Those are some big ears. I'm gonna cut the bottom off a little. I feel like they're a little big for her size. I'm gonna pinch the bottom back, that part we just cut off. So you have a bunny shape like that, a bunny ear shape like that. So cute. So cute, so cute. All right. Thank you, Christine. All right, I don't know. Do I, guys, or do I not? Do I do the shadow? I feel like I need to wait as I start adding it. My brain and my hand and my mouth are not coordinated. They're saying one thing and doing the complete opposite. All right, that's a little. I'll add more after it dries. Some more. All right, just to give it a little bit pink. Okay, toothpick. Guys, hanging in there with me? We're almost done. Break this in half. Super glue on one end. And again, you have wet clay, so you have to be really gentle. If you're making this at home, you'll have time to let your little parts and pieces dry in between. I mean, even walking away for like 30 minutes, make all your parts and pieces and then walk away and come back. Because the wet clay is so, when you try to push on it, it's gonna want to smush. You guys know what I mean? All right, guys. Super glue on the bottom of that toothpick. We're gonna bring our little girl over. Let's make some pilot holes. Again, it's wet clay, so be gentle. Be gentle. That made me so sad, just poking holes in her sweet little head. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Super glue. All right, so I only have 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna get all the way done with the glitter and all of the things, guys, but we'll see how far we can go. Oh my God, she's so cute. I left her ears a little chunky. I like them. Chunky like that. Okay. She's cute, isn't she? All right, so my idea, remember I said I didn't know if I wanted to give her a steering wheel to hold onto or something else. I had this little cupcake in my stash that I made for another project and never used it. Hey Ruth, how are you? So I grabbed it because I thought it would be the good size for her to hold. And then last night I did go ahead and add some strawberry lemonade sweet glitter on the pink frosting top to give it stinking adorable, right, Alyssa? Not just adorable, stinking adorable. So I feel like I do want to take another tiny bit of toothpick and poke it up into the bottom of the cupcake. Stick the toothpick in there with super glue, just to give it a little extra hold power once we add it to the car. We're gonna glue it to her hands, but all right, more super glue on the toothpick and the bottom of the cupcake. You guys, I just like to checking for the back of the cupcake. Got the back of the cupcake. I just like to always have that little bit of extra insurance. All right, I'm gonna push that cupcake down until it reaches the car. And hold it, hold it, hold it. And then we're gonna come in with super glue on the inside of her one little paw and attach it to the cupcake like she's holding it. Hold it there for a few seconds. Thank you, Sandra. Come back on this side, do the other. Little bit of super glue on the inside of her little paw. She's holding the cupcake. Now I got glitter on my silicone mat. You guys know that drives me crazy. All right. So instead of holding a steering wheel, she's holding a cupcake because, you know, it's Candyland. It's Candyland, guys. Anything goes. Anything goes. I do see on the back where her ears are meeting her head, there's a tiny separation. So I'm gonna come in with my ball tool and just carefully coax that clay down. So all of the clay on the ear is touching all of the clay on the head. There's a tiny separation right there and there, okay? It's so cute, so cute. All right, then we'll come in with the wheels. Oh. Let's add this. I made a little bow for her hair. Let's give her her little bow. I feel like before the bow, I should definitely add more of the shadow to her little ears. Because I feel like once the bow is on, you're not going to be able to do that. So it's a good thing I went ahead and added the shadow, even though I was saying I didn't want to. All right, let's give her her little bow. I used a mold. Do you guys like it? Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. She's cute, right? A little bit of super glue on the back. It's a very doable project. You guys could whip together. How cute would these be, you guys, if you're hosting Easter and you made one of these to sit at every single person's place setting, and then they could take it home with them at the end of Easter dinner. All right, and then as far as the tires go, I just cut little circles with a scallop circle cutter. I cut out a little heart for the middle of the tire using one of those little plunger tools. And then I did come back because when I was looking at this last night, part of the wheel is going to be on and the other part's going to be off. So I almost on the back side wanted to create a shelf, if that makes sense. So I cut some more scallop circles and then I cut them in half. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably run out of time because there's only 4 minutes left. I'm going to glue the half of the circle to the back of the tire, line my scallops up. So you have something like that. So this will sit flat on the car and this will sit flat on the bottom of the car and act like a little support. I was like a little bit of an engineer last night trying to figure this out. A little bit of an engineer. My husband would be so proud because he is an engineer. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of super glue. Hopefully this works, you guys. I'm gonna get the bottom of my tire and line my scallops up. Push it together like a sandwich cookie and hold it. A carrot train would be so cute, Alyssa. You just gave me another idea. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then see what I mean? It makes, so then when we're gonna add it to our carrot car, it's gonna sit like that as a little support on the underside. You won't see it on the front. You only see the front of the tire, okay? I may wait on the tires because this is so wet. And I do wanna add the lime margarita sweet glitter to that. We maybe could do that now. I have 3 minutes. Let's do that now, because that would be something quick, and I do really think I want to wait on the tires. I want to give this a little bit of a chance to dry, but I will take a picture of it once the tires are on, because you know, as it dries, it's gonna lighten up a little and put less pressure on those tires. You guys know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it like a half a day maybe to dry a little, and then I'll come back. So clear tacky glue, and we're gonna just put a little bit on our carrot topper leaves exhaust. Is Raquel still on here? Raquel. My bunny Corvette car. All right, and I'm only gonna do it kind of on the top and the sides. Okay, that's probably good. Come in with our lime margarita sweet glitter and my little spoon. This came out cute, guys. I'm gonna be careful because the orange is still wet, guys. And again, normally, like I say all the time, I would wait on this until all my parts and pieces are dry. If you get overspray on your orange, no worries. Just leave it alone, let it sit off to the side, and once everything is dry, you can just tap it off. Wherever you don't have glue, it'll come right off if it gets overspray on the orange. Look at how pretty that is. Lime margarita sweet glitter. I have 17 different colors in my shop. They're so yummy. All right. And then picture it with the tires on, the little headlights in the front, little bunny, she's holding her cupcake, glittered with strawberry lemonade, sweet glitter, and then the little tires I will add on once things get a little bit drier. I just want to give it a chance to dry some more. All right, guys, my time is up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to everyone who follows me and sprinkled. I love you all. We're going to head over to my friend Christine's page, I'm Snow Crafty, and see what she's going to do with an egg shape today. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday. Love you all. Bye.